Welcome back to the AAA MF YouTube channel. I hope everyone's well. We've started to relax the lockdown rules in the UK, so we're back filming and we're very lucky today. We have great weather and we have a Porsche Taycan 4S. This is the first client car in the UK. Now, spoiler alert, I've driven it for an hour already this morning. It's incredible. But we're going to talk you through some of the good points, some of the bad points, walk you around the car. Come along for the ride. So, today we're actually reviewing a family car, even though it's a Porsche. So I thought I would talk through some of the good points and bad points. But before I start, I want you to give a big shout out to our sponsor today, RPM Technique, one of Europe's leading Porsche specialists. They're based in Hertfordshire. They service anything from 1960s all the way up to 2020. They can service the car, they can sell you a car, so go give them a visit. So one of the nice features about this car is when you open the car, the wing mirrors open up and the door handles come out. Nice, easy function. And then when you close it, they go back in flush with the door, which I think is really nice. Now, this is meant to be a true four-seater, so let's see if I can sit in the back comfortably. I'm quite short, but I guess I'm average height. What do you think, Jay? Am I average height?
Yeah, above average.
So let's see what it's like inside. So there's plenty of leg room here. There's not loads of leg room, but there's plenty of leg room. And I'm nearly 5'8". So I think if you were taller than me, I'm not sure you'd have a lot of leg room, but there's plenty of head space. And this lovely glass roof is really lovely. And you've got the armrest here, you've got some cup holders in here. So it's quite a nice place to be. Now let's talk about some of the things that I don't like about this car. Now, whilst we were in the middle of filming, someone stopped and said, is that a Panamera? Now, although obviously it's not a Panamera, it does look like a Panamera. And I asked the owner this morning when I picked it up if it was as big as a Panamera, and he said it's not, it's smaller. But I think from the side profile, it does look very similar to a Panamera. Now, this is the 4S, which is the base model. This cost the owner £99,000. I don't really like the spec on this. I think the interior is beautiful and the quality of the interior is absolutely fantastic. What you would expect from Porsche. But I'm not too sure about these alloys. Jay, we don't like these, do we?
No.
No, they don't look good at all. I think that the turbo features make the car look a lot more aggressive. So I don't really like the styling on the base model, but I'm sure you could change the wheels. But I have to point out a few things on the interior. So his wife opted for this. I think this is like a rose gold little touch here, which is really nice, but it doesn't match the Taycan badge. Taycan, I'm not sure which one. But what's really impressed me with this car is the build quality. It feels like a Porsche through and through. But let's jump back in the car, talk you through what it's like to drive. So welcome to the Porsche Taycan. Everyone is dying to know what this car is like to drive. This feels like a McLaren 650S because that car has the independent hydraulic suspension, which makes you feel like you're gliding. And that's exactly what you feel like in this car. Now, you don't feel like you're gliding over the bumps in terms of, you don't fly over the bumps, but it actually sits into the road. So it handles so well. It's really, really good, especially around all these B roads in Surrey where there's lots of potholes. You really don't feel the bumps. Now, the electric power means that there is no lag at all. I mean, here we go, let's put our foot down. Oh my God, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I have driven a Tesla. It feels a little bit similar, but the build quality on this really, really differentiates it from other electric cars. This feels like a Porsche. And I know that might sound silly, but they've obviously put a lot of effort into this car to make it feel, look like a Porsche, as you would expect. This one has the option of the noise generator. So obviously it's artificial noise, but it's good because it gives you some sort of sensation rather than no noise at all. Really, really beautiful design as well within the cockpit. The lovely digital dash in front is really, really gorgeous. Very futuristic as well. That power is utterly addictive. And this is coming from someone who's already got 3 Porsches, all naturally aspirated cars. And I love naturally aspirated cars. But this one feels really exciting as well. And it's pure electric. It's a real revelation. It's so nice to have no lag when you put your foot down. Now, I believe the 0 to 60 time of this car is 4 seconds. That's pretty impressive for such a big car. And remember, this is a family car as well. It fits 4 people. So, very impressive spec on this car. Porsche were a little bit late to the game with the electric model, but boy, have they done a great job. They've just thought of everything. They really have. The technology that's gone into the design of this car is unreal. I've been reading pages and pages about what's gone into the process of actually making this car and Porsche have really thought of everything. Right, I know a lot of people have been waiting for a review of this car, and I'm pleased to tell you it's incredible. Why is it incredible? Well, I like the styling. I don't love the styling. I think though with the right wheels this car would look a lot better. Maybe in black. I've seen them in black with different wheels. They look really good. Maybe the Turbo S model would look a lot more aggressive, but this model, it looks good. It's got the glass roof, which is a really nice touch to the design inside the car. Makes it feel really spacious when you're sitting in the front or the back. The ride quality really sets this car apart from nearly anything I've ever driven. It reminds me of my McLaren 650S, which is ridiculous because the 650S is 220,000 new, well, on the road, and this is 99,000 on the road, and it lists at 83. So you're getting amazing ride quality in something I wouldn't expect to have such amazing ride quality. It really glides over the roads. I'm really, really impressed with that. The power delivery is ridiculous. You put your foot down, there's no lag, you take off, you feel like you're in a jet fighter every single time. And this is the base model, this isn't even the Turbo S. So I think this car does 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, which is already impressive. But I think I want to get my hands on a Turbo S. Now, as I said, this car lists at £83,000. That's exactly the same price as the Tesla Model X, which is, I think, another car I would consider because I've been in the Tesla X and I really, really like that car. The build quality is not as good as the Porsche and it's not as fun to drive. But if you're looking for a family car with 4 seats, with luggage space, it's a tough call between this and a Tesla X, I think. If you want the brand, obviously, Porsche is the best brand, one of the best brands in the world, and they have done a phenomenal job of designing and engineering this car. They were a little bit late to the market, but boy have they come through. So it gets a thumbs up from me, 5 out of 5 stars. I'm really excited to drive the Turbo S model. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our sponsor, RPM Technique. Go and check out their website. And I look forward to bringing you lots more content in the future. Please follow, please like, subscribe, share. See you soon. So we're in the middle of filming a Ferrari video, 812 F12 review, and I had some thoughts on the Porsche Taycan because I drove the Taycan this morning and now I'm driving 2 naturally aspirated Ferraris, and I had some thoughts. Looking back, I think that the Porsche Taycan is not a supercar, but it is a super car. And I think once you get used to driving an electric car, I think you'll never look back as something as a daily car. I think you'll never ever go back to a petrol engine once you've had an electric car. What I think is amazing, what Porsche have done with the Taycan, is they've made an electric car semi-exciting. It's not as exciting to drive as these petrol cars, and I'm not sure an electric car ever will be as exciting to drive as a naturally aspirated car. However, the Taycan isn't a supercar, and I'm sure one day Porsche will come out with an electric supercar. But if you wanted a car to drive every single day, I think that the Porsche Taycan is a fantastic car, and what they've done is they've stepped up the build quality over other electric cars as well. So a few people have told me after they saw the photo of the Taycan that it's really boring and they think electric cars are boring. Well, my view is it's not a boring car. I think Porsche have done a fantastic job making an electric car fairly involving, and they've also made it a true Porsche with great build quality. So those are my thoughts. Final thoughts on the Porsche Taycan.